Many companies are turning to social media these days to grow their business. But manning all of the social media outlets can be a time-consuming job, and that's why some local small business owners are turning to a company called Social Looks for some help. But as News Channel 8's Stacy Scheibel explains, when they did not feel they were getting what they were promised, the business owners turned to 8 on Your Side.
Yes, it's milestonesportsjewelry.com.
Stuart Tapman owns Milestone Sports Jewelry and Apparel out of Seminole, Florida.
It's women's jewelry, yeah. Running girls and 13-1 and 26-2 and, anything to do with marathons, half marathons.
Looking to increase their social media presence, Tapman heard about a company called Social Looks from friends who also own a niche running-related business called Sparkle Skirts in Lakeland.
And they're designed to fit, designed not to ride up. They have lots of pockets. So they're good for training, but especially good for fun races.
Leah Powell also hired Social Looks to man her company's social media presence.
But we wanted to branch out, get more people to know about us.
Powell paid more than $5,600 to Social Looks to set up a profile, provide protection and reporting, posting, and promotion.
They said they could double our likes in a year. They said that they could promote specific events, that they would work with Twitter and Facebook to get leads for us that we could then follow up on.
But Powell says she's been sorely disappointed with what little service she says Social Looks has provided.
We went to their office in Tampa, and they said, well, we admit we've fallen down on the job, so give us 30 days, and we will prove to you that we can perform.
So what do you want at this point?
I want my money back.
In fact, Stuart Tapman was so disappointed with what little he says Social Looks did for his company.
We started taking it upon ourselves to post again.
He disputed the nearly $1,000 he paid Social Looks with his credit card company.
No, we saw no difference in business and at all. And nothing was happening on our Facebook page.
So it's not money well spent is what you're saying?
No, it's not. And if they would have done what they were supposed to do, we would have been so happy. We were looking for a solution.
When 8 on Your Side contacted Social Looks, Stephen McCrory wrote us saying these customers were colluding mafia style. Quote, we can readily document services well in excess of amounts paid for, along with copious amounts of time dedicated to their specific campaigns well in excess of our contractual obligations. It goes on to say, in spite of these unwarranted and unfounded attacks, we remain available to resolve the situation as it relates to our services amicably within reason. Refunds will not be part of this discussion. However, just a few days later, in a letter to the state attorney's office obtained by 8 on Your Side, Social Looks had an apparent change of heart on that refund issue. It's now offering, without admitting liability, a, quote, 70% refund of the uncompleted portion of their contract. It's a compromise Leah Powell says she's willing to accept to put the ordeal behind her. Tapman has already received a full refund in the form of a chargeback on his credit card.
It was 7 weeks of frustration.
Both say they are now having internal employees handle their social media presence. I'm Stacy Scheibel for 8 on Your Side.
We have learned there are some unresolved issues between the parties, and the settlement may not happen. As far as the state attorney's office, it determined that this was a civil matter and not a criminal case. Therefore, it is no longer investigating. And we also need to point out that the contract the client signed states that Social Looks does not guarantee results.